we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Knights offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Powers through the defender. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion. Nice catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Knights send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Houston's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Running into the open space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets...
difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Hands it off. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the 1st down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
You know, when your QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the back.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass, it's Turner. He's going up top. And it's caught at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He's moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Jenkins. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Wants to throw. It's Turner. Wiggles free. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Off play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. To the air, it's Turner. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Handoff to the lone back. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold it. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum. But unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Auburn. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 40. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Cougars are on the move. The give on the inside. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. Just plowing ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got down 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Great move. Now he's got room.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Turner. Makes the grab. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Handoff from the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels and you got that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get out of anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense. Not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Knights will punt this one away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Now they're starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on 2nd down.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. 4th down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now lined up and ready to kick off this second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some. Here. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game,
Needing just inches for the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's got him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains at the 22. No huddle offense to the line.
and it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Little touch pass to the receiver. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Briggs. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense wants to bring the heat. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Houston going up tempo. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanford. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Turner. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give on the option. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it is a good idea to game tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away. Got room to work. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He'll do it himself. That defense in front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give them.
He smashes his way through again. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Turner. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets.
Now in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Houston wants to play fast. Got a little space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? We just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
29 Philly.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Evans. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
UCF 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Turner. Finds his man, it's Ashley. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Warren. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting room as that could be a costly play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here comes the heat. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.